What's up guys, Zach here with American Smoke, and today we're starting a 3-part series on making the world's best smoked barbecue nachos. The first part of this series, we're going to be smoking this delicious Boston butt. Then we're going to be smoking a block of cream cheese smothered in Mexican seasonings. After that, we're going to be putting that cream cheese together with all the rest of my delicious ingredients and making a delicious smoked queso dip. We're going to be combining all that together, the smoked cheese, the smoked queso, the smoked Boston butt, putting all that over some chips, probably with some extra cheese at the end to make something extremely special. Stick around, because we're going to get to that right now. Welcome to the first part of our smoked barbecue nacho series. We're going to start off by doing a hot and fast Boston butt on the Pit Boss vertical. We're going to do just a binder and a seasoning on this butt. We're going to get it out there on the smoke. We're going to cook it at 300 degrees. We're going to be wrapping it at 160, 165, somewhere in there. And then we're going to be pulling it at about between 2 and 210, something like that. That way it's extra shreddable and easy to put on them nachos. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to put on the binder and we're going to start putting on the seasoning. I'm going with a spray on olive oil today. It's just a little bit quicker than mustard. I typically use mustard, but this works pretty good as well. We're going to score our Boston butt a little bit today to help get more seasoning on the surface of the meat. That way our nachos taste just a wee little bit better than they're already going to taste. Next, coarse ground black pepper. You want to get all sides when you're putting on your seasoning. After that, what I'm doing today is I'm cleaning out my spice rack a little bit. I've got several bottles of stuff that are at the end of their life as far as how much is in them, and I need to make some room because I am a spice addict. This is something you've seen me use on ribs before. It's Rib Rack Spice Rub for pork. We've got the Honey Hot Hog Barbecue Seasoning. We're gonna finish that up today on this butt. What's wrong with a little heat on some barbecue nachos? Nothing, and this ain't the only heat that's gonna be going on. Next, we're gonna go on with a little bit of the Holy Voodoo, and then we're just gonna do that on all sides. Salt, don't be scared of it. You can skip the salt on your salad. Oh no though, nothing like a good salty salad. Is this salt on this salad? It is. Do you like it? What type of dressing is this? It's salt water. If you're gonna skip anything, don't skip the salt and pepper. Today I'm using Tone's restaurant style black pepper. It's really coarse, smells great, and so I'm really looking forward to it. Getting down the bottom of the barrel. Let's go out to the pit, fire our smoke tube up while this seasoning sweats onto the meat. So we're out here at the pit with our beautiful Boston butt. We've got our smoker up to temp at 300 degrees. Like I said before, we're doing a hot and fast Boston butt today. So that's 300 degrees directly in the smoke until the Boston butt gets over 160, 165-ish degrees. Then we're gonna be wrapping it probably in foil. I'm still trying to make that decision. It depends on how fast it comes up to temp. If it comes up to temp pretty fast, then I'm gonna be using paper. If it takes a little bit longer, I'm gonna be wrapping it in foil to speed that up. I got people coming overnight to eat these nachos. They're not gonna be happy if they're not ready. Neither would I, so we gotta make sure we get it done. Smoke tube's rolling, that's gonna help us to get some extra smoked flavor on that butt. Last thing to do, get it into the chamber, rock and roll. All right, so we're out here at the pit. We've officially hit the stall. Unfortunately, it happened in the 150s, but I'm sort of glad that I caught it because it's taken a little bit longer to get to temp than what I wanted it to. We're sitting at 157 degrees right now at the center of the Boston butt. I'm not gonna wait till 165 like I typically would. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and instead of using paper, we're gonna use foil because that's gonna speed up and help to just eliminate that stall a little bit. Pro tip for anybody that's watching this, if you ever want to guarantee that you've got a stall, invite some people over to eat some Boston butt with you. Every time, that thing's gonna stall out worse than you ever imagined. Cook a Boston butt the very next day. Don't invite anybody. Don't even have your family at your house. Just be there by yourself. It won't stall. It'll be the fastest cook you've ever had in your whole life. I don't know why. It is, but it is. Let's get this thing out of here, get it wrapped up in foil. We've got a beautiful bark on this thing. It looks just perfect. And it's pretty probe tender, to be honest with you. let's have a little look at my butt.
So as you can see, we ended up with a great bark. I love how scoring the meat opens it up so you can get more smoke inside the meat. What I'm spraying it with is a pretty much 1-to-1, maybe a little bit heavier apple juice to apple cider vinegar. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it over so that when I'm done with this process, I have the same side down, the fat cap side down. And we're just going to wrap it up in 2 layers of foil. We're going to wrap it up in 1 layer, and this is heavy duty foil. We're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to flip it over and wrap it up in the 2nd layer of foil. The reason I'm using 2 layers of heavy duty foil here is because I am behind on time and I want it to trap steam and really supercharge the speed of the cook. After that, really the only thing there is left to do is to add the meat probe so that we can pull at the proper temp, but always make sure to remember to pull at probe tenderness as well. You might be at the right temp, but if the probe's not tender, wait just a little bit longer.
I wanted to show y'all this so that you know that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how long you've been barbecuing, you're always going to hit some hiccups in your time. Don't ever just depend strictly on time. I'm behind honestly today because getting the video and everything set up today for this butt got me pushed back by about 3 hours from where I wanted to start. And then I thought, man, I got all this food, I need to invite some people over. And like I said, the curse of the company, the curse of the barbecue company hit. So now we're going to do whatever we can do to get it up to temp. We're already running hot and fast. We've only been on the smoke for 4.5 hours and we're already up to that almost 160 mark. So we will be coming out here in a little while to take this and check it and see where it's at. We'll see y'all then.
So after about an hour rest under some towels, we took the foil off of this bad boy to check it out, and man, is it pretty. Love how everything worked out. It came out super hot even after an hour just being under towels. Couldn't even barely touch it, but man, did it shred good. The bone pulled good. Had just a little bit of pull, which is how I like it, because usually if it just falls right off the bone, it's kind of mushy to me, and that's really not what I want on my nachos. I like to have just a good texture on the pulled pork. Next thing we're gonna do is just get it all out, just do a little bit of shred for the camera, give it a taste. Man, was it good. It was so good. Wish I could have tasted it. But anyway, thank you for watching part 1 of this series. Next thing we gotta do is smoke the cream cheese and then get ready for the queso. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video.